Welcome back, Five Aces.
Battle control initialized.
Hey people, Five Aces here. When I woke up today this morning, I did not expect myself to fly down a rabbit hole roughly the size of Liechtenstein and the outline of Liechtenstein as well. So, I had been looking for replays on the RAGL servers, and I promised more of GG versus Sir, and the replay server kind of delivered. There is not a best of 5 here, there's not a best of 7, not a best of 9, it's a best of 13. I don't know if I'm gonna have the stamina to cast them all back to back, but I'm going to cast some of them at least, before moving on to other matchups and other mods. But this is going to be one of the newer maps here, Stegera. I think it was in the map pool for the previous iteration. Right now we're having a 2-1 lead for GG, and Sir a little bit under pressure to deliver. But the last game he was playing some catch-up. Now, what else has been happening? Well, I'm just returning from having practiced for my marathon or half marathon fitness test speedrun, I guess. I'm sort of speedrunning midlife crisis mode for sports enthusiasts, which is, being sucked into the world of half marathon running. Let's see if that pans out, and if so, how. Right now it's going quite well. But, be that as it may, also the kids are right now out of the house, which is kind of an anomaly. But they are with their cousin, as well as their aunt, so that is really, really nice for me. Gives me some alone time on some screen time, I guess. And right now we're seeing another Grand Rush by Sir. This is probably the 3rd time in this series that he's going for this. If he can manage to find the power plant, and he should. I mean, the Harvester has been pulled immediately for GG. The scatter move must be absolutely amazing. Right now he's wasting his grenades. If he kills off the refinery... Oh, that's a mistake though. Running into the line of fire of the rifles. At the end of the day, only gets 1 power plant. He should have been way more decisive, and also probably didn't sniff out the 2nd power plant, did he? Let's check his vision. Oh, he did. That would have been the prime target. Getting the 2nd power plant out of the way would have meant that he would have delayed the build queue for GG almost indefinitely. Yeah, would have been a little bit on hiatus. At that point he could play with 1 hand. But that's not what happened. He is on triple ref now. Please don't go quadruple ref, because that is not a viable build. I don't like that at all. Off the back of this, he just lost his entire infantry forces, so I'm kind of split on that. Right, some feedback as well. Some people who were new to the channel told me to please get a bit closer to the mic, which I'm trying now. I hope that doesn't mess up the audio settings yet again, because those have been a fickle beast, to say the least. Lots of rifles still for GG. He's very confident in the fact that there is not going to be a war factory out anytime soon, because with a double refinery build, there could be a war factory online right now, and that would spell disaster for GG, because he didn't have the rockets at the time. He would have been very susceptible to a rush, like an APC rush maybe. Sir, again, going for the double barracks and foregoing his tech. He is once more going for a move out on the original Conyard, which is risky, but it does have a good line of scouting. The scouting units have been very good thus far. His oil derrick, not long for this world. Going the way, peak oil has been reached, I guess. It's been going the way of the dodo. Down goes the oil. To the barrel fire, the drum fire of GG's rifle soldiers. GG once more going for light tanks. I mean, is that his go-to strat? We've seen him do that in basically every single game thus far. Oh my lord. This time though, the tanks are not going to connect, I believe. Depending on the vector. But he's trying to go in from the north and go straight for the Harvester. But Sir is in position. 2nd tank has revealed itself as well by virtue of the crush. Oh, this is going to be an immediate takeout of the front line. I think that's a good position for Sir to defend in. Yeah. Those APCs can go to town. Oh my lord, complete wipe on the army. And one of the APCs survives to boot, takes a friendly rocket to the face, but he can get some more kills on the chase, and that is a complete reroute. Also, GG went for a very aggressive base push. I think he wanted to end it early. That is a swing. That is a swing and a miss. Okay, 2 more light tanks being procured here and being stationed on over. But I think realistically, GG should know that he's at an army disadvantage now. He lost an entire platoon's worth of soldiers. And his economy is going to suffer as a result. 10k asset lead for Sir. It is looking fantastic in game number 4. So the comeback is indeed real. Man, this community here reminds me of the campaign settings, except they transfused the civilian buildings from the desert tileset into the temperate tileset. Or I guess that's a custom tileset, which is a little temperate, but a bit more akin to springtime. I don't know. The original took place in winter and in summer, respectively. There was just no in-between. No nuance. Light tanks moving on forward. The armies right now should be at even strength. Sir has 6 harvesters though, so he's in a very good spot. And he's about to catch some more of those tanks off guard. Oh, that was a good crush though. Jeez Louise, scatter command coming in. The APC though soaking up so much fire. The front lines have held, and with that, once more, GG's being pushed back all the way. Pushed to the brink of extinction, I would say. He's now on 5 harvesters, but that doesn't really matter because he doesn't have an army anymore. The combat tab speaks for itself. The production lines indicate nothing of any more value. There is also a service depot for Sir, so he's got the tech lead. GG. Game's over. Calling it right now. GG going very, very far forward for his lack of a defensive position. Oh, if that gets sniffed out, that... Oh! Okay, he sees it. Conyard is immediately deployed. The rifle scout did his job. Here is the counter punch, and with a tank at the helm, I think this is going to be uncounterable. Always go for flamers once more. So, Sir, a big fan of the flame doctrine. Fanning the flames, as it were. And the assault move can come through. This is going to be a foregone conclusion. The base is dead. There is more flamers on the defense. If he doesn't, as long as he doesn't lose to the, to the army rebound, he's going to be in an absolutely great spot. Man, the heavies, aren't they getting outranged here? Doesn't matter. GG. Yeah, GG called. Rightfully so. That is the great equalizer. Oh my goodness, the barbecue to top it all off. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Haven't seen that in a while. Beautiful. Alright, he disconnected. So that is just a matter of finishing the game now. We're gonna speed run this. Bring it on. There we go. The tactic is too lame. Yeah. Light tanks plus his flames. Okay, so the map was never his pick to begin with. So GG, thus far, I must say a bit one-dimensional. It has worked 2 times. It has not been working the other 2. Let's see how this fares going further into the series. We're gonna be back with game number 5. Be right back. And we are indeed back after these messages, right back to Crownsbury, where this series has started and where the series is probably going to end up convalescing to anyway. Let's see. Sir once more going for Russia. And GG. Convalescing, converging. There we go. GG going for his trusted German forces once more. The light tanks. I guess it's like a Lynx. Or is that a troop transport? I'm not entirely sure. I got so confused from starting to cast Rise of the Reds because it features a lot of real-life vehicles, and I'm getting them all mixed up, especially the feline names. And if you haven't, please check out the mod. It is really, really amazing. So much fun to play and so much fun to cast as well, because there's so many different units and tactics, and especially the variety that the old factions are bringing, but also ECA. Good stuff right there. And Russia with the big tanks. And their explosive reactive armor. Mir I progress. Yeah. Okay, so what else has been going on? Let me know how your holidays have been have been going because mine are about to end. Next week is going to be the last official week of holidays, so casting time is probably going to be a little diminished after that once more, as we're getting back into the weed of things. You know, being a high school teacher comes with a lot of perks, one of them being 9 weeks long, but there's also a couple drawbacks. And that being, especially at the start and the end of the school year, there's just so much organizational BS that you must endure. And me being a head teacher of a class for the 4th year running now, it just means that there is going to be an absolute fuck ton of things to do. You know, class trips to set up, and school organizational events to basically facilitate and plan. First rifle shots being exchanged here. First blood going to GG. Income dead even. Assets, how is that possible? Okay, was just the refinery being placed a bit later. Because the refinery plus the harvester is 1400 or 1500. We'll find out. War factory timing is not too far off each other either. And this time around, GG manages to push a little out on the map. He's probably going to get the oil derrick as a price, but he doesn't want to risk it. Because he doesn't know whether there is an ambush waiting. With the oil derrick line of sight advantage, this can be very lethal sometimes, but right now it is unguarded. But that is unbeknownst to GG, who has sniffed it out now. Yeah. Burning down the derrick in a matter of nanoseconds, and that is a smart move here. He has split off a part of the rifle infantry to intercept any ambushes or any incoming forces. Flame tower deployed. Okay, this is a flamer rush. Huh? Okay. Are we going to be seeing an APC? Because that surely must be the game plan here. You don't just randomly go flamers. You don't randomly deploy a flame tower. Because that is very costly. Yeah, that is 5 flamers stacked into an APC, I guess. I like that Sir is spicing up his tactics a little bit. He's varying it up. Bringing the spice to Crownsbury. Okay, refinery at 1400, yeah. So I was right the first pass. APC is coming in low. The APC you later build. Oh, I'm digging it. He again went for 4 refineries though, so I must absolutely deduct points for that. He gets 10 style points for the build. -2 for going for 4 refineries. That is just way, way too long to come online. Because at that point you should already have an expansion out. More barracks coming on. More flame towers as well. So is that just a defensive build? I guess it's just waiting for the ambush. Huh. Okay. So that is not what I expected at all, but it is a good counter to what GG is bringing to the table anyway. This is not a flamer rush. This is just straight up tower defense. And then he's moving on out with the MCV, but that is risky. Because if you're moving on with the MCV, light tanks are mobile. They can catch you off guard very easily. And the economy tab right now, even. So this time around, Sir is going to have much more competition. Once more, the MCV move out gets scouted. What I really like about Sir's play is the scouting. His intel thus far has been impeccable. What I would really like now is a Tesla coil. Reason being, you can basically deploy it outside a turret range and stop the base push in its tracks. In comes the push. Not yet, not yet. Just killing a flame tower for now. That is A-okay by me. Okay, the AoE coming in hot from the flamers. I think there should be enough pushing power. Yeah. There is just an absolute field day for the APCs. The flamers obviously on the chase, they're not good. Base push not stopped yet though. Crucially, base push is still going strong. With more turrets being added. Something that Sir should incorporate into his play is selling off structures once they're on the fire, because it just gives your opponent veterancy and cash bounty. Just sell them off, get a little cash back, even if it's just a couple dollars, couple petrodollars or rubles. Yeah, why are the Russians trading in dollars anyway? Look at that, it is in dollars. Ah, that is not the way. Russian forces succumbing to capitalism. GG. So in a sense, the Allies have already won this game. Russians using the capitalism doctrine. This could be nasty. How has GG figured this out? There were no scouts here. Still, this is going to be a great catch. What a great surround here. And the light tanks right now are not connecting. Oh my goodness. What a great angle to be found here by accident, I believe. Sir was not in the market for a push, but certainly is now. The flamers have all died, but that doesn't matter. When the firepower from the rifles is just enough to kill everything off here. Very good, takes care of the refinery almost immediately. And gets a tank to boot. With that out of the way, the base push is dead. What about the left-hand side? Completely unopposed. And I really like what he's doing here. Not wasting the APCs, pushing into the turrets. He's just using the rifles and the rockets because they don't take much damage from turrets at all, you know, as is the case in real life, obviously. Man. Staggering commanding lead from Sir this time around. And the combat tab, oh boy. Not looking good for GG. Yeah, it kind of fell off a cliff, huh? The economy not looking too hot. You know what's looking hot though? Flamers. Are we going to be seeing the Flame APC? I really want to see some APC later action. Harvesters being idle as well because there's no refinery right now, so it's basically just down to 3 mining harvesters, yeah. This is a matter of time. He is stalling his production, just not progressing at all. The army is waiting in the wings, so that is probably going to be an inevitable 3-2 lead for Sir. Bouncing right back after having figured out the strats. So, good on him. But this series is very, very far from over. You thought it was over, Comrade Premier. No, this was just the beginning. I've talked about this before, but the actor who played Yuri, Udo Kier, he's a German actor. He also plays a very pivotal role, or the main role, I guess, in an Austrian series that focuses around a wealthy family and their shenanigans. It's like, it is such a weird time to watch that. Because whenever I see this guy, he looks completely different, but I still see Yuri. Oh, no scatter command coming out, so the harvesters are actually getting some crazy crush value. Good lord. The light tanks too. There are no more rockets here though. I mean, the APCs can just go to town. Look at that nonsense. This was a beautiful from both sides. Both beautiful and terrible. Oh boy. It's like looking into the sun. It is gorgeous, but it's gonna burn your retinas. Okay, we are going to be back next week. So right now we're gonna have a 3-2 lead for Sir, who has sniffed and figured out the tactics. But there is more yet to come, so stay tuned. For now, thank you for watching. This series has been delivering thus far. I'll see you next time. 5 Aces, out.